City Councillor and filmmaker David Chernushenko is here. How are you?
Good morning.
Welcome. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
You, amongst other things, are busy making films from time to time. This is your third film you've made?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
It's called Bike City, Great City. Mm-hmm. What's it about?
I am exploring why it is that when cities get really aggressive and creative in making it great for cycling, they make it better for everyone. The cities that are really good for cycling are quite simply good places to walk and, oddly enough, even to drive.
What other cities are like that in this country, for example?
In this country, in North America, there aren't any that I would call the gold standard. The film sets Copenhagen as the gold standard.
Right.
But in the film, we go to New York City, we talk about Chicago, Washington, Ottawa, we see scenes from Montreal. Best examples in Canada, Victoria, Vancouver, should have put Montreal first, I'd already said that. Montreal followed by Victoria, Vancouver, and
right.
Ottawa's right up there. Ottawa, we got a silver award. Now I want to go for gold.
What would get us into the gold category? Because I know this is something we're working on, making it a better biking community, right?
Yep, yeah. City Council, the NCC, on the Gatineau side, a lot of players for a long time have been steadily working at it. I think we'd benefit from going a little faster and pushing a little harder, but key things at the moment, what are often described as missing links, those places where you're happily riding along on a bike path or on a lane on the street, and then suddenly it vanishes, and you wonder, okay, now what? Get off my bike and walk?
Yeah.
Yeah. And bridges are a challenge. There's quite a number of bridges within my own ward, between Old Ottawa South and the Glebe, heading back to Alta Vista. A lot of people say, I would ride, I do within my own community, but when it gets to the bridge, ooh, don't like it there. I ride on the sidewalk. They know it's illegal. We all know it's illegal,
yeah.
But it tells us they're not comfortable.
To be honest with you, David, it's a little frustrating when bikers are on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And there seems to be some bike people who don't know if they're a pedestrian or a vehicle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Right, and that's got to be distinguished and helping out people along those lines on both sides of the sidewalk. If you
Precisely. Predictability is a word I often use.
Yeah.
A driver likes to know where the car is going to be, where the bike is going to be.
Yeah.
You suddenly pop off a sidewalk because you were there for a while. You come out in the wrong direction one way, you put yourself at risk, you scare the heck out of a driver, you don't make any allies out of the driver, and the same thing with pedestrians.
And I know as a proponent of using bicycles in cities, it is frustrating to you to see people on bikes out of convenience use the sidewalk when they really shouldn't, right? And it's one or the other.
That's right. And in many cases, it's because they don't feel safe and they have no other alternative. Yeah. But in some cases, they're just people who are not respecting the rules of the road.
That's right. That's right. Okay. What about the designated bike lanes that like we have in downtown? Do you like that idea? Is that something you're a fan of?
Yes, I am. Our Laurier bike lane has proved a success as a success for cyclists. It had some of its challenges with local residents, most of which have been worked out. And, and we actually surprisingly had a delegation come to the last Council Transportation Committee meeting to say they're okay with it now. They'd like certain modifications, and it's proving very attractive to get more people on their bikes.
I know you had the premiere of the film last night. Is there an opportunity for people to see it otherwise, other than last night?
Yeah, again tonight at 7 p.m. at the Mayfair.
Right.
We had pretty close to a sold-out audience last night. Get there early, and if you're cycling there, get there early because bike parking is limited. We got to work on that.
I'm sure it's an eye-opening film for a lot of people, cyclists and non-cyclists. Maybe both sides of the ledger should
and it's not preachy because I don't. It's not
just factual.
It's not an anti-car film. I drove here this morning.
Right.
You know, there's times where where even a cyclist drives. It's just showing that everyone can benefit by making it easier and safer to have more cycling.
Agreed. Agreed. Thanks for dropping by today.
Pleasure.
Good to see you. City Councillor David Chernushenko and filmmaker. Make sure you check out his film Bike City, Great City. Should be interesting. I want to see it myself.